Hey guys, what's up? This is Donnie right here, and we're doing our first ever 7 and 8 game session, recording for Poker Savvy, and I'm going to be doing it with our very own Tom Chambers, Learn from TV. You want to say what's up?
Hey, what's up?
So first of all, I should probably flat this, not 3-bet, I'm guessing, because I have ace 3, not ace deuce.
Yeah, usually high card strength matters a little bit in terms of whether you want to push pre-flop, like an ace 3, 4, 5 type of hand. You'd almost never want to 3-bet.
Right.
You want to play multi-way.
And I assume I was appeal here because even if one of them has ace deuce, I still have some back doors.
Yes.
And a king might be good, and obviously that's a good card for me. And I probably want to. I'm guessing I should just check call here because there's a very good chance somebody has ace deuce.
Decent chance, and you want to. Generally, this is a pulling situation because you want to have a multi-way pot for the times you hit a club. You want to make sure that you have sort of for the times that your ace 3 is good. You want it to be 3 or 4 ways, or I guess 3 ways it was. You want it to stay 3 ways. You don't want to turn it heads up because you're not going to win. You're very rarely going to. You're only going to scoop when you make a flush.
This seems like a sort of shitty spot, but I have to call. Obviously, I'm almost never winning the high, but I'm getting 3-1 on the low half. And
right, and some of the times that you have, I mean, if he has exactly ace deuce, he's got 2 other cards, and there you see you court. He's only got 2 other cards to beat ace king, and there you see where the high card value of having a king with ace. Usually, anytime you have, there's a significant difference between a hand like ace 9 7 3 and ace king jack 3. Because
you just have those extra cards give you a significantly greater chance of winning the other half of the pot, basically.
Right, and a lot of times you're going to be playing in pots with 2 people with basically low-driven hands, and so the fact that you have a couple of Broadway cards with yours when he has a 9 and a 7 is going to, you're going to win with a pair of kings on the high a lot more often than you would in, say, Limit Omaha High, because people are basically playing for the low, or at least that's a significant part of what's determining what hands you play and how you play them and stuff.
Of course. Okay, so we sort of had to get cut off with our introduction just as we were playing because we had those hands going. But so basically, these 7 and 8 games have been running like crazy lately, and I'm just gonna pitch this 3-5-6. We're playing stud now. And conveniently, it seems like very few people in these games are actually expert at every game. There's usually like a couple no limit players who are, very good at no limit or very good at PLO usually as well, and then sort of figuring out their way in the stud games in the 08 and usually not that great. And then there's going to be like some limit hold'em players who are very good at limit hold'em and like pretty decent at 08 or something like that, maybe kind of reasonable at stud, but then they're pretty terrible at no limit and PLO. So there's just a tremendous advantage to being able to, if you basically just get a lot better at every game, being able to crush these games, because it seems like overall in terms of how close these games are to being played perfect, they're far from it basically.
Yeah. But I would say that what a tough game looks like at the I usually just play 20, 40, 40, 80. I've played the 1-2 a couple times on Stars. What a tough lineup looks like is a bunch of people that are good at like 5 or 6 of the games and have a couple of weak games but are competent. Like they're able to they don't do ridiculous things like limp calling with king queen queen 6 and in limit 08 and stuff like that, but they're definitely not they don't have an edge against the other people in the field, and there's sort of in an even lineup it trades around that my weak games are stud and limit hold'em, somebody else's weak games are 2 other games or whatever.
You would describe one of your weak games in these lineups as limit hold'em, really?